Hello everybody and welcome back to another video today. Today is going to be another video. Well, today's March 1st and I'm going to be doing a video of all the films I watched in February. I did this last month for the January films and today it's going to be February, so we're going to do it again. Okay. And you might want to stay tuned because I have some serious breaking news at the end that you want to pay attention to. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I watched this month was a drama series called Butterfly. Yeah, some of you might not be interested in this, but for me, when I watched it, I actually quite enjoyed it. Yeah, so it's about this 11-year-old boy called Max, who identifies himself as Maxine and is transgender. Yeah, but if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend it because it's a really good series. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff here happening in this. It's pretty good. Yeah, well, I mean, how did I come across this? Well, I was just scrolling through YouTube, I saw a trailer and I watched it and I was like, wow, that was good. And I saw clips and I was like, okay, I'm going to get the DVD. I found it on Amazon, £5, so that was cheap. And then coming next up is another cinema experience I had from this month. Next up was Saving Grace. Yeah, I was during my work experience in my local cinema and they were showing a film called Saving Grace, which was meant to be a comedy, but I didn't even laugh once. It wasn't that funny. I didn't find it enjoyable. It just wasn't my type of film. Yeah, so that's pretty low. And next up we have another cinema experience from this month, Thor Love and Thunder. Yeah, I went to see a free screening of this film in my local cinema and I actually really enjoyed it. I hear people say this is not one of the best, but yeah, I think it's really good, really damn good. Yeah, so if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend it because it's so good, you guys. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out. And I know I don't include TV shows, but I include this one because, well, Mrs. Brown, I need to catch up on some of those episodes because it's been a while since I've watched them. And I was like, yeah, well, I need to watch it because it's my favourite show. Yeah, so I watched some episodes and I was like, oh, wow, it's bringing back so much nostalgia. I love it. Yeah. And then coming in next would be Ice Age 3. Yeah, again, just like the first two, watched in college. I did the same for this one. Yeah, so we just put this one on after the third one. But I mean, I kind of want to just skip ahead to 4 and 5 because it's been a while and I love those two. So I just want to get to them. And then next up, I have a film here which I watched for its 9th anniversary at the beginning of the month. And I just need to do it again sometime because this is a good film from my childhood. The Lego Movie. Yeah, this film was my childhood. I used to watch this every single day when I was a kid. Yeah, I mean, this brings back so much childhood memories, like all the toys I had, the Lego sets, and the film I watched on repeat. It was just so good, such a classic. I love it a lot. But yeah, if you haven't seen this movie, how dare you? Nah, don't worry, I'm just joking. But if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend it because it's such a good film. And then coming next up is going to be another cinema experience. My next film of this month was going to be Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It's in cinemas at the minute. Yeah, I went to see it. It was such a good film. I mean, I really liked it. It was so funny. Yeah, and I'm definitely going to get it again when it comes out. Yeah, it's just such a good film. And I think my favourite part about the film was the middle part where we had that dog that was like swearing with the bleeping. That was so funny. Yeah, but surprisingly, my dad fell asleep during it. Lazy old man. But I heard mum laughing constantly. Even I was as well. Me, a 16-year-old, laughing. Yeah, but it's worth it. And then speaking of comedy, I have the South Park movie next. Yeah, I mean, I was just getting a haircut from my mum, and then I was like, yeah, I'm halfway through this, I want to finish it. So we did, and even my mum laughed at this a few times. Yeah, I've shown her some episodes before, she liked it, and we were halfway through this, and then she was laughing constantly. So I can already tell that she likes South Park. And then next up, we have another one here. This is a film that me and my brother watched when my mum and dad went out with my uncle and his girlfriend. So we just watched this because it's been like 2 years since I watched this, so we just watched it. Incredibles 2. Yeah, this brought back memories and I hadn't seen it for like 2 years, so I rewatched it. I was like, oh, wow, that was a great rewatch. And also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but for The Incredibles, they're making a third one. Yeah, I think I might have forgot to mention that. Yeah, if you didn't know, they're making a third one. And then coming next up is a film called Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. Yeah, that was when I was working at cinema the other day. We showed that film, I mean, I was actually having my high hopes up for it because it's a comedy and I love comedy stuff. I mean, I watched it, I was like, oh, this is really boring, it's not my thing. Yeah, I mean, even though it was a comedy, I didn't even laugh once. I just found myself sitting there bored. I mean, it's just about a woman going to Paris just to get some dress. I didn't find it boring, it wasn't entertaining, it wasn't funny. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to watch it again. It gets a 3.5 out of 10. And coming in last place, I rewatched my favourite Blue Sky film the other day just because, well, my animation level was dying down, so I need to rewatch it to regain it, and I did. So I rewatched the Peanuts movie, and it's such a good film. I mean, I love everything about this. I mean, I don't care what the people say. I love this film, no matter what they say. It's such a good film, classic. I love it a lot. Yeah, well, that's it with the films now. Those are my monthly watches, but talking about the Peanuts and my film, I do have some breaking news, so please pay very close attention. Over the half-term break, I was working on the film and I realised something. My old iPad was still connected to my new one, which I forgot to do that, and I wiped off everything on the old iPad, and I went back, and on my new iPad, 98% of the film had disappeared. Okay, I can understand if you were like, wait, what? What? No, this can't be happening. Yeah, that was me, exactly. Well, mine was a little bit different, and I was so angry when I found out. And apologies for me saying this, but I was so angry, there was a little bit of... Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't normally do that on YouTube, but it was off camera, and I was never on YouTube at the time. Well, I was just so angry when it happened. I tried getting it back, but I couldn't. So, there was only one option for me to do now. The only thing I could just do was reshoot everything all over again. And there is a bunch of boxes and a bunch of drawings in piles over here. It's just really annoying. I have to redo it all over again. And that's not only the worst part. In my local cinema, we were planning to have a screening for the public and some friends and family on March 17th. Yeah, and some of you might have even showed up. Lucky you. But now we've had to delay it big time now. And it was all my fault. I'm just an idiot. I should have just checked before logging out. I should have just logged out of my old iPad, then left it, and then just stuck with this one. But if I had just done that, the film would still be here today, and the premiere would still be coming up. Yeah, although there was some scenes in film which still need to be coloured, so I've already done that. And I've had to create a whole new end credits because I've lost the other drawings, I don't know where they are. But I think I like this one a little more. Yeah, so if you understand this, I mean, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, message me and I'll give you further details. Yeah, so that was my little bad breaking news and all the films and TV shows I watched this month. So, I guess that's it. Please like this video, guys, and I'll see you guys again for another video. And thank you, guys. Bye.